After a 2-1 walk-off victory a day ago, the Duluth Huskies have won 4 straight games and look for their first sweep over St. Cloud in the 2022 season. And with that, we welcome you into the Crow's Nest here at Wade Stadium. I'm Evan Popalis, joined alongside my broadcast partner today in Kyle Morrison. Kyle, yesterday we saw an absolute pitcher's duel between Joseph Brandon of the Rocks and Jake Combs of the Huskies. But when they turned it over to the bullpen for the Huskies' sake of things, the pen came to life again and were able to shut the door. They've been fantastic ever since Jake Christensen, the coveted closer for Duluth, was drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays in the 15th round of the 2022 MLB draft.
Yeah, this bullpen has been a question mark all year. And Jake Christensen was really one of the keystones, that was one of the consistent guys that Marcus Pointer could go to. So there were some obvious question marks after Jake Christensen got drafted about how this bullpen would respond, and they have been absolutely fantastic over the last 2 games. 2 straight one-run victories, 7 straight scoreless innings out of the bullpen. Yesterday was Manny Casillas and Dylan Hill coming up clutch. Manny Casillas with 2 scoreless innings and Dylan Hill with 1 scoreless inning. The day before against Waterloo, it was Isaac Rohde, J.D. McReynolds, and Nolan Lemoff with 4 scoreless innings to secure a win. And the Huskies, they're going to need this bullpen to come through consistently as we get through the rest of the second half and going into the playoffs if they want a shot at winning a Northwoods League championship.
The victories over the last 3 games for the Huskies have been by a narrow margin, and what you need is great fielding when those plays come into effect later on in the contest. And yesterday, both St. Cloud and Duluth really spectacular in the field, making some web gem plays.
Yeah, it was an interesting game because there were some web gem plays, and look, both these teams are fantastic on defense. They're both top 5 in the Northwoods League in fielding percentage. The St. Cloud Rocks, they're number 1 with a 97.7% fielding percentage, and then the Duluth Huskies are number 5 with a 96.9% fielding percentage. And look, they both made fantastic plays yesterday, but also it was some defensive miscues that played a big part in the game. Christian Campbell, he looked uneasy at shortstop most of the game, and then it was actually an error by the right fielder Carson Keithley that allowed the Huskies to score the tying run and make it 1-1 in that game. So defense, it's a strength for both these teams, but yesterday it was actually a little uneven while there were some web gems.
So if you shift to the offense for the Duluth Huskies, one player that feels like he needs to be shouted out is Jared Medham as of late. 6 for 12 over his previous 3 contests with a pair of doubles and 6 RBIs to his credit. He has been maturing rapidly since the All-Star break.
Yeah, he won Northwoods League Player of the Game in their first game in Waterloo on Thursday, and you're right, he has been absolutely fantastic. He looks like he's really coming into his own. It was probably a big adjustment for him having to hit against college pitching after playing in high school last year, but it looks like he's finally starting to learn how to have a good approach against some of these college pitchers, and we're seeing this guy blossom right in front of our eyes.
So let's take a look at tonight's pitching matchup. Going for the Duluth Huskies out of the University of Omaha, Alex Potter, making his 3rd start here in the second half of the 2022 season. His counterpart from Southern University in Joseph Battaglia.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be another pitcher's duel here today again between the Rocks and the Huskies. Alex Potter, I mean, he's been a godsend for this Huskies rotation since he showed up. He's only given up 1 earned run over 10 total innings pitched in 2 starts. His last start was absolutely fantastic against the Mankato Moondogs, the last game before the All-Star break. 5 scoreless innings for Alex Potter, so he's going to look to build on that here tonight. And then Joseph Battaglia, I mean, he has just been fantastic all year long. In his 6 games this year, he's yet to give up more than 2 runs in an outing. He has been absolutely phenomenal. He gave up 1 earned run over 5 1/3 innings pitched in his last start at Eau Claire on July 14th. So look, runs are going to be hard to come by again today. Expect both these starters to be really good. These bats are going to have to be very opportunistic in getting hits when they have opportunities.
Both teams trying to prevail. Huskies go for their 5th straight win this afternoon against the St. Cloud Rocks. Starting lineups and first pitch on the other side of a commercial break. This is Duluth Huskies baseball on the Northwoods League Baseball Network.